Hey y'all, welcome to the YouTubes. I want to thank you guys for sticking with me. I know my live streams on Facebook haven't been very consistent. Um, life happens, so apologize for that. I will be getting back to those as soon as I can. I want to do a quick little YouTube exclusive today. Just giving you some thoughts on something I've had my mind on. Um, I will be posting a link of this on Facebook. So if you don't see this here, you should be able to check there and you can find it. Please leave a like, subscribe, so on and so forth if you think this is good enough for it. And now let's just get right into it. I'm going to be reading Matthew chapter 1. I almost said First Matthew. I've never heard of that in Scripture, but Matthew chapter 1, starting in verse 21. And she will bring forth the Son, and you shall call his name Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins. So all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the Lord through the prophet, saying, Behold, the virgin shall be with child and bear a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which is translated God with us. I'm gonna stop right there. That's what I wanted to bring out. We're going through life, and we're going through all these issues and things right now in this country, and the government and the people in office are making decisions for us that we may not necessarily agree with, and things like that. So there's a lot of stuff going on. You got COVID, you got government, you got just normal life stuff that's going on, and it's hard to remember sometimes what that last verse said there, verse 23. His name is Emmanuel, and it's translated God with us. I want you to keep that in mind, that no matter how hard things get, no matter how much of a struggle you're going through, Jesus came for you, for me, for everybody. He came to support us. He came to give us a way. He came to show us the way, and that's not a meme reference. But he came to be with us. He lived among us. He didn't just, okay, things are better, and sprinkle some fairy dust all over us. He came and he lived among us, and he came and he struggled among us. He had to learn things. He had to perfect things through practice. He had to, I'm sure he probably had a leg up, but I think there's somewhere in Scripture that says that he didn't use any of his godly gifts to propel himself forward. The things that he did while he was here, the miracles and the things of that nature, were all miracles performed through him by God, similar to how the prophets and stuff were back in the Old Testament. But I want you to remember that, as much as the nonsense that goes on in life, with work, with your kids, with your spouse, with your boyfriends, girlfriends, best friends, whoever, just you personally, God came. He lived among us. He died for us, because he loved us. I mean, what does it say in John 3? Verse 16, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son. As crazy as this world gets, that should be our constant reminder that there's somebody that is still with us. He's still living. We don't serve a dead God like some of these other religions do. Someone that died and was a martyr for some cause or something like that. We serve a living and powerful God. Okay? keep that in mind, okay? That's what these verses, God is with us currently. He is living with us currently. Maybe not in the physical sense as it's talking about here when Jesus was coming, but in the spiritual sense, his spirit is with us constantly. He is hearing us constantly as we're praying, as we're thinking, as we're studying and asking questions, things of that nature. He is listening and he is here with us. How powerful is that, man? How crazy is that God, big G, not little g like, Thor, but God, as in big G, wants to know how I am, wants to come to save me, wants to come to give me a way into heaven, wants to come and hang out with me. Little old me. I'm nothing special. Not in the grand scheme of things, but to God I am. And that thought alone helps remind me God is with me always. God is there with me in my darkest days at work, in my darkest days at practice, if I'm having a rough day dealing with the kids, because goodness knows that happens. God's definitely testing my patience with those guys. Okay, but he's there and he's helping me and he's supporting me, and that little thought in the back of my mind reminds me of these verses, that Jesus came, like it says in verse 21, and you shall call his name Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins. He had a purpose in coming. It wasn't just to come and hang out with us. He had a purpose to save his people from their sins. It's a crazy thought. So just remember that when you're struggling with something mentally, spiritually, physically, in a relationship, and by yourself, whatever the case, remember that thought. God came to save you. He came to save me. He came to save everybody. He wants to hang out with you. That's that word in verse 23. God with us. Not God for us, not God from us, not God, nothing else. God with us. He is here with us. Just remember that. Okay? Hope you guys have a great week. It's the last week. We're on the home stretch for 2020. Here's praying that 2021 gets a lot better. Okay? And if we all just remember this small fact that God is with us going into 2021, I think it'll be a heck of a lot better year. That's all I got for you today. I appreciate y'all watching. I hope you leave a like. Hope you subscribe. Let's get the followers let's get to 30. If I can get to 30, I'm a happy man. I'm at 12 right now. We're almost halfway. Get me to 30. Road to 30 subscribers. Small goals, guys. Small goals. Okay? Love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Live streams will be going up on Facebook in the next couple weekends. I will be trying to get back to those. Okay? Please subscribe on Facebook and on YouTube. I will leave a link in the description of this video for Facebook. That's all I got for you guys. Peace and love.